Hey everybody, it's Timmy. Happy Saturday. So happy to join you here on this rainy day in Connecticut and have some fun doing some chalking and utilizing some of our Valentine's Day themed transfers as well as some interesting surfaces. So I'm really excited that you are here, and if you're joining me, please feel free to come on in and say hello, and we'll give folks here just a few minutes to kind of find me. If you are just joining me for the first time and are curious about what all this Chalk Couture stuff is about, I'm really excited to share it with you. I have been enjoying and reading a great book at the beginning of this new year talking about finding the one thing that's going to make you successful. And my one thing is sharing the chalk love. I am just so excited about not only our products, but this awesome company. And I am just so excited to be able to share all the great things you can do with our products and encourage you to check it out. So I am just going to make sure that we are indeed live. So just give me a sec here to take a peek at my page and make sure things are good. I'm just going to go ahead and share this over into my, oh, excellent, looks good. I'm going to go ahead and share this over into my VIP group. If you're wondering what my VIP group is, that is a group that I have just for my VIP customers, of which you can become one simply by just typing in VIP in the comments below. And there is where you can get some tips, ideas, project packages, lots of great things. There are lots of things that we can show publicly, but occasionally I like to spoil my customers a bit and give them opportunities to get some special deals that they can only get through a designer. And the only place that I can post those are in my VIP group. So if you want in on some of those great projects or deals or discounts, you have to join my VIP group to get them. So please feel free to go ahead and do that. Again, just type in VIP in the comment section, and that will give me a place to check in with you and make sure that we can get you set up. Otherwise, I am, as I said, just really thrilled to be able to come to you today and talk a little bit about how we can use our Chalk Couture products to kind of spruce up the next holiday on the horizon, which of course is Valentine's Day. I have a pretty busy week coming up. In addition to being a Chalk Couture designer and mentor, I also have a full-time job where I assist with nonprofits, and I get to meet up with my team early in the week, and then I, at the end of the week, get to go to Chalk Couture's conference for their leaders and learn some great new tips about the product and our company and how we can continue to kind of spread the chalk love. So I'm really excited about that. But that means that I won't have as much time to actually do some chalking. So I'm trying to get a few projects in to be able to share with you and to give you some tips. And I'll be sure to be coming live as I can from the conference itself to give you some ideas about what's coming up in 2019. Lots of great stuff. Matter of fact, we've been told that more than 100 new transfers are being released in our spring catalog. That actually comes out on February 4th. But before then, we have some great stuff that we can share that you can take advantage of right now. So let me just move this guy right out of the way so you can see our full project, and let me share with you a little bit about what it is we're hoping to do today. So I'm just going to move my keyboard out of the way because I don't think we need that anymore. Now, one of the things that I think is really fun is with Chalk Couture, we have some absolutely fabulous surfaces that you can create designs on, but you're just not limited to the designs that Chalk Couture sells. You can actually chalk on a whole slew of surfaces, and I am always on the hunt for some new and interesting projects that I can try. And I am, as I said, a little bit of a hunter when I'm out. I'm looking around for all the kinds of things that I can view. And and get ideas about what I can chalk on. As a matter of fact, I have now a bunch of friends that are out there looking to see for me the things that they could chalk on. So that's really fun. But everything from wood to fabric to, of course, chalkboards. The list is endless of the kinds of things that you can chalk on with our product. And that really makes it fun because you can find some really interesting surfaces, whether it's at your local home store or even at your dollar store or other places. You can find some really interesting surfaces to really beautify with our product. So let me tell you a little bit about Chalk Couture, and then we'll dive into our actual project today. For those of you that might be brand new or just watching for the first time, you may not be familiar with Chalk Couture. Don't be surprised. It is starting to take the country by storm, but it's only been around for a little over a year now. And if you're on the East Coast here with me, it's starting to actually just kind of slowly come this way. So I happen to be fortunate enough to be one of the very first Chalk Couture designers in Connecticut when I became a designer in February of last year. And it's been exciting to just see the company grow and all the opportunities that have been around for myself as well as other people who have joined my team. So if you're interested in learning anything about what it means to be a Chalk Couture designer or be a member of my team, just go ahead and put join down below in the comments section, and I'd be happy to connect up with you and chat a little bit about it. But our focus today is talking about Chalk Couture products and how much fun they are and how easy and versatile they can be. So Chalk Couture sells reusable silkscreen transfers, and some examples of the transfers and some of the ones that we're going to be using today, our Valentine's Day theme ones, are right here. What's really cool about our transfers is that they are silkscreen and they have an adhesive back. So when you put them down on the surface that you want that design to be on, it is going to stay put. It's not going to move around on you, and it's going to make it really easy for you to be able to make sure that you get a nice clean design left on it, which is really cool. Again, I mentioned these are silkscreen, meaning that they are a fabric mesh. They're not a stencil. There's not a cutout behind them. That's actually a fabric. And the fabric is the area, the screen is actually what is going to hold the chalk paste or the medium that we're going to use to create the design on our surfaces. So that's the other thing that Chalk Couture sells is we have chalk pastes. They come in these 3-ounce containers. We have 29 different colors. I have a couple of Valentine Z kind of colors out right now. I have my red and white, my wild berry, which is one of my favorites. Check this out, wild berry, isn't that awesome? And then I also have black out just in case I decide I want to use our black. But this chalk paste is a paste that's made out of chalk. It's proprietary to Chalk Couture. It was created by our founder, Tara. She's awesome. And she actually made it in her basement. And her husband cooked up a recipe that works, and now is manufacturing it and selling it through independent designers like me. So as I said, it comes in 29 different colors. It is a paste. It goes on wet on your surface, and then it dries hard. So when you've used our paste on your surface, it's not going to rub off on your hands, but it can come off with water if you want to get rid of it. So let me see if I can give you a quick example of something I have here. So here's a chalkboard surface that I did a while ago. This is actually featuring our vintage truck with our winter add-ons. This is super fun. But as you can see, this was done on a chalkboard surface. I'm rubbing my hands all over it. It's not wiping off, and it's not coming off on my hands. But if I wanted to remove any part of this transfer, all I need to do is take a little bit of water, and we have these great little erasers, and simply with water, just remove the chalk paste. So what's great about that is that, one, if you make a mistake, you can easily fix it. And two, when you're ready to change out your decor, it's really simple to do. All you need to do is just get some water and erase your board, and then put on a new design for the next season. So that's a really cool feature of some of the products that we sell, and it was actually one of the things I'll tell you that really got me hooked. I am one of those people that I not necessarily think myself being all that crafty, but I really love to kind of try to create, and I found this product was so easy to work with and was so versatile, and it was really hard to mess up, that I just fell in love with it and couldn't wait to share it with other people. So today I get to do these lives and give you some project ideas, but I also hold classes, and I am developing a team of other designers to help them share the chalk love too. So very fun. So we have our chalk pastes, we have our transfers. One thing I did forget to mention about our transfers is that they are reusable, meaning that you can use them 8 to 10 or so different times. They wash up with water, just like we were talking about our boards with our chalk paste, and you can clean them up and reuse them over and over again. So pretty economical and really versatile too. So super fun. As I said, we're going to be doing a couple of different unique surfaces today. The first one is this cute little heart that I found. It's a little heart envelope made out of felt. It's got a little button here, super cute. Probably pretty easy to make on your own, but I happen to find them already made. That's always the best. It's got like a little pocket here, so it'd be a cute place to put in a little goodie maybe for Valentine's Day. But I just thought, you know what, it's super cute, but it needs something. And I thought about this love transfer that we have. Now, let me tell you that you can find a lot of our products right on my website, and you can order them directly from there, and they'll ship right to you. Before we leave for this session, I'll make sure that I put up my website address for you in case you want to go check out what's there. Now, let me tell you that some of the things that we're using today are actually out of stock or have been retired. But I had a feeling that some of these might be popular, and I have ordered some and can make them available to you in my VIP group. So if you're interested in this love transfer or this You're Just My Type transfer that we're going to be using, feel free just to check out the special offer that I'm going to have in my VIP group a little bit later today. So you're going to be able to get these transfers directly from me, and I can ship them to you. And if you really like these cute little hearts, I do have a few of those too, so we can bundle those up and send them off to you as well. Now, always be on the lookout for some surfaces that you can think about adding our chalk paste to, because as I said, there's just lots of good stuff out there. Now, I think I'm going to try to play off this white on the ribbon that is around this. So I'm going to use our white chalk paste on this felt heart, and wait till you just see how fast this is. It's so super quick. I am going to open up our chalk paste here, and I'm just going to grab a little stir stick that I use and give our chalk paste a little bit of a stir. So once you've opened it and used it for the first time, or even when you've just opening it for the first time, you definitely want to make sure that you give your chalk paste a good stir. And if you find that your chalk paste seems a little thick, and it should be about the consistency of yogurt, if it feels a little thick, just go ahead and add a couple of drops of water to it and keep stirring until it's nice and smooth and the consistency that you'd like. Sometimes it just needs a little stir, and I think that's all we needed for this. And then you are going to get ready to take your transfer and put it onto the surface that you want to add it to. Now, our transfers come on these little white backer sheets, and the white backer sheet protects your transfer, and it's a good storage for putting it back on once you're finished with it. So I just usually like to write the word back on here, and maybe even what the transfer is, so that I'll know which transfer goes on which backer sheet. And it also reminds me which side the transfer actually should go back on. There's two different sides on the transfer. One is a glossy side. So this is the glossy side here, and the side that I wrote on is the non-glossy side. So we're going to pull the transfer off the backer sheet. Pretty simple. And as you can see, it is that fabric mesh. So you can see my hands through it here. So the areas that's a cutout or the mesh is where the chalk paste is going to go. So I think I want my love to go right around this button. Now, oops, maybe, see, it's coming off the edge a little because that love is a little long. So let's see if I can move it up. And that's what's really great about this, right? You can move it around until it's right where you want it. And now this is felt, and the felt, I'm going to choose to use our chalk paste with the felt, but you could use our inks. We do sell couture inks as well. Let's see if I can find a little sample for you here. This is one of the colors we have. It's this beautiful coral as an example, but it comes in white and all the traditional colors as well. But the difference between our chalk paste and our ink is that the ink is permanent. So once you heat set it, it would be permanent and washable. Now, I'm not envisioning I have to worry too much about this. I'm not thinking it needs to be washable. So I am just going to use my chalk paste. It's going to work just fine. Now, I'm not really loving where that went because the button was kind of in the way. Now, I can't really move the button without removing it. So I'm just going to stop my love right above that. Now, one thing you'll see me do is really press down pretty hard to get a good adherence to this felt. Now, why am I doing that? Well, we want to make sure that we get a good adherence so that we get a nice clean design when we add our chalk paste to it. All right, I think that's pretty good. Now what we need is a squeegee. So we have these small squeegees. They come in a couple of different options in terms of colors. I'm sorry, sizes, not colors. This is actually one I got from a convention that I went to for Chalk Couture. They only made them available to those of us that were at convention. They do have different sizes. The normal ones that are available for purchase are this beautiful teal, which is our Chalk Couture signature color. And I am just pulling the chalk paste over the screen where I want the design to be left. Now, because we're working on felt here, it is a fabric and it's going to soak up a decent amount of chalk paste. If you're working on a hard surface like a chalkboard, it won't actually take as much paste as it is with this felt guy. Now, I haven't tried chalking on this before, so we're trying it out here for the first time together. We'll see how it looks. And look at that beautiful reveal and how quick and simple that was to add that little love symbol. Isn't that cute? One of the things that I just never can get over is just how simple it is to work with our product and really how versatile it is too. Now, I am kind of in love with glitter, and I think this would really pop if we added a little bit of glitter. And I'm going to use my silver glitter on here. You can make the glitter stick to your chalk paste when you've added it just as the design was put on. So while your chalk paste is still wet, after you've lift up your transfer, you want to put on your glitter, and then it will adhere to that wet paste. And then as the paste dries, of course, the glitter will. So we're going to let that sit for a minute and dry off, and I can use a little bit of a paintbrush to get off the excess glitter here that I have gotten left on mine. But I don't want to play around with it yet because I want to make sure the rest of this paste dries. So see how easy and simple that was? Cute little love transfer that is very easy to utilize. And it really did just make this cute little Valentine's holder just beef right up. So one kind of fun surface that I found. Now the other fun surface that I found are these little card set. Now this has 30 blank cards in it and 30 envelopes. It was a deal in one of the dollar spots. And it can't be any easier to create with these cards with our chalk paste. Now again, I'm going to use the paste instead of the ink to work on these cards. Now these are, by the way, one-sided cards. They kind of have a nice glossy side, and then they have a matte side, and then they have the envelopes. So everything that you need to kind of create your own little Valentines already created for you in this little kit. And this time I think I'm going to use some pieces from the You're Just My Type transfer. And again, this actually transfer was just out. It retired recently, but as I mentioned, I do have a few coming in that I ordered because I was afraid they were going to do just that, go out of stock because they were getting ready to retire. So I'm always looking out for you and thinking about you guys and that you might like some of these things. So if you're interested and you want any of those transfers, let me know and I can get them right out to you. Just go ahead and make sure you're in my VIP group to get some specials. Now, I have already used a You're Just My Type transfer, so I actually just store it right back in the little cellophane wrapper that it comes in. And I am going to pull out the various pieces that were in there and see what we have here and think about what it is I want to add to my cards. Now I realized as I got here that I did not, or I do not have a pair of scissors handy. That's what happens when you move from one place to another to do your demos and classes. I think I put my scissors somewhere else. And you know, you can always have so many scissors, and can I find any of them right now? No. All right. Well, that's okay. We're not going to use all of these anyway. We'll just use a couple just to kind of show you how fast and easy it is to use these transfers to make your own cards. So let's put a couple of different ones out, and we'll give you a quick demo on how fast it is. So just like we were using it on the felt surface, we're also going to use it on these card surfaces. So just think about all the possibilities you can with card crafting or paper crafting. If you're into that, you'll love it. Now I have a little cloth over here, and the reason I'm doing that is having a cloth here is that I want to just make sure that I fuzz the back of this transfer a little bit before I put it onto the card. Now, as I said, this card has a nice little glossy finish, so this should be fairly easy to pull up. But if I just want to make sure that I pull it up easily without ruining my transfer, then if I fuzz it a little, it'll just make that a little bit easier to come off the card. So I think I'm going to stick with my white here for right now because it's super cute, and I think this is going to really pop on this card. And then, of course, we already showed you, you could use the glitter, but you definitely could add more glitter here to really make it sparkle and shine. I'm just going to put that over here, and then I'm going to pull this right up off the card carefully and slowly so that we get a nice clean finish. Look at how cute that is. Sorry, I think I pulled it right off of the camera angle. Sorry about that. And you know, so there again, quick and easy. I could just take this same transfer. I don't even need to clean it. I could just go ahead and put it right back down. As long as I'm using the same color, I can just go ahead and chalk another card. So you can make a whole stack of these really fast, let them dry, and then go ahead and start writing out your Valentines. And you know what's going to be great is that they are going to be super unique. They're going to be created and handcrafted by you, and people are going to totally appreciate them. Super cute teacher ideas. I'm going to put this in, so we'll let that in my water bath here so I can get that excess paste off and reuse it. And we'll try adding a heart or two onto another card here. So again, just peeling it off the backer, using our little towel here, and then putting the design where you want it. Can't be any simpler than that. Again, a little bit of glitter. I bet you this would look super cute with some glitter. We can add glitter onto this and really make it shine. Now just make sure when you pull off that adhesion that you're doing it slowly, just to make sure that you don't pull up the paper. And that is all she wrote. That is just that fast. And the girl with no nails always has a hard time pulling it up. Now, see, in this instance, see how I got a little bit of a smudge there? That was because I had a little bubble. I didn't actually put it down enough, but don't worry, because as I said, this is water soluble, and I have a little handy Q-tip right here. My daughter introduced me to these cute little Q-tips that have the little end, and I'm just going to, on these glossy cards, this is super easy to do. Go ahead and just fix up that little smudged area. That's all it takes. And that's it. So we can add in lots of fun different hearts, add some cute designs on. Maybe we'll put this last one here on the bottom just to wrap it up so that you can see another design added to this card. How cute, right? Kind of almost looks like a little face, doesn't it? Very funny. All right, and then we're just going to add again. So a little bit of chalk paste goes a super long way. Don't need a lot, and as a matter of fact, before you finish, you kind of want to make sure that you squeegee off any excess. So let's make sure we get all of that excess off. I think that should do it. Make sure there's no lines. Throw my little squeegee here into the water bath. And then we're just going to gently pull that design from the card. That's it. I'm going to put that right in the water bath so it can wash and we can reuse it again. Before we go, I think we need a little glitter on here, so I'm going to add just a little more glitter to make this card pop. That's it. My other two hearts I don't want glittered, so I'm just going to be careful here to, and if I want to cover more of that area here, I could, but I think that should do it. So lots of fun little hearts and shapes and ideas that you can take advantage of. This is a 30 pack of cards. We have lots we could do with it. But I wanted to just give you a simple, quick project that you can do, fun to do with your kids as well, and show you how easy it is that you can design your own Valentines using surfaces that you can find anywhere. So I hope you found this to be fun, and it was great to have you join me today. If you're just watching the replay, be sure to say hi and let me know what you like. And if you do want to join my VIP group, please don't forget to go ahead and put VIP into the comment section, and also be sure to let me know if you're interested in learning more about becoming a designer. In the meantime, I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. Thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.